How's it going today, folks? Chiropract-ase, biochemistry in your face, breaking news today. We have our special guest, Marcos. Everybody give a round of applause for him, please. All right, Marcos, so today we're going to be talking about the maple syrup urine disease that's going on in the world today. Just kind of enlighten us about everything. So just gonna ask you a few couple questions, all right?
Sure.
All right, cool. So first question is going to be, which amino acids are involved in this disease?
So you see here, beloved Ty, the amino acids involved are the three you see above: leucine, isoleucine, and valine.
Okay, perfect. So out of these, so which enzymes would be deficient if these are the ones that are involved?
So the enzymes deficient is one that we call alpha-ketoacid dehydrogenase.
Okay, perfect. And then as a result of these deficiency, is the concentration of which molecules increase, or which one of these do?
The deficiency is a result from gene mutation, which disturbs the subunits of the mitochondrial branched chain alpha-ketoacid dehydrogenase complex. The mutation caused a distortion, as one would say, in the folding, so it is not able to form without that folding.
Ooh, you kind of lost me there, guys. Like, can you kind of describe us that chemical reaction? Because I kind of have no idea what you just said right now.
So, Ty, that was a magnificent question you have asked me. Let me explain to thee.
Sounds great.
Okay, so first, see here we have the three essential amino acids. One of the 3 of 9 essential amino acids that are found in the body, that are not found in the body. That when we eat, we have to digest it. But these go into the overall goal of the body is to turn these 3 into these 3. So it could go into the Krebs cycle, which is the cycle that produces more ATPs later. Okay, so what it does first is it transforms itself into an intermediate. These intermediates are different intermediates depending on the essential amino acids that you have ingested. These intermediates are called alpha-keto acids. So after it becomes an alpha-keto acid, what it does is that this black line here represents the same enzyme that converts these alpha-keto acids into the molecules needed to go into the Krebs cycle. So this one, see here, it's BCAAs, also known as Branched Chain Alpha-ketoacid dehydrogenase enzyme. So from there, so once it's converted into this, right? So okay, again, essential amino acid, intermediate, the enzyme comes in and converts it into these, and then from this, Krebs cycle. But because there's a deficiency in this enzyme, there's going to be an accumulation of alpha-keto acids, resulting in, mainly in infants, it results in a sweet smell of the urine, which is why the doctors have termed it maple syrup urine.
Okay, perfect. That makes a lot of sense now. Who's kind of affected by these diseases?
Okay, again, another magnificent question. This is typically, it's not really age specific. Well, it is age specific. Sorry, it's not gender specific. So boys and girls can have it, and it's typically infants or small children. So for this disease, you're always born with it. So it's a genetic disease.
Definitely. Okay, and then can you kind of just walk us through the signs and the symptoms of this disease as well?
Sure. Signs and symptoms of this disease includes, like, if you notice your baby or infant vomiting, having delays in development, the urine has a distinctive sweet odor. Don't try it, but if it smells sweet, then you might know. If untreated, the baby could have seizures, comas, and even deaths. I know. Wow. Pretty sad. Happened to my pet beaver. It was pretty sad.
Okay, perfect. Great answer. How would you actually diagnose this disease?
Okay, so to diagnose this disease, first you have the children, the boy or girl, produce a urine sample, and then after that, I would add it's called 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine on top of it and see if it reacts. If it does react, what you'll notice is the urine sample will actually become very cloudy. Okay, you can say. And that's how you know it's tested positive for the maple syrup urine disease.
I see.
Yeah.
And is this disease preventable?
Unfortunately, to say, as of now, it's not preventable, but we are working very hard to get that to be preventable. But with proper diet and dietary supplements and a workout, you can definitely, prevent it.
That's very unfortunate to hear, Marcos, but I'm glad that there are some guidelines and some nutritional ways we can kind of evaluate and everything. Last question I know all of us are kind of waiting for is, what are the treatments of this disease? Okay,
so there's quite a few ways to go around this disease, but one would be a dietary leucine restriction, because as we can see, our body, due to the deficiency of the enzyme, cannot digest or metabolize leucine. So obviously you want to restrict leucine, so then there'll be less of that in the body. Another way would be to take, since these are known as BCAA or branched chain amino acids, you don't want to take less of that. So a BCAA, in other words, free medical foods are better. Those usually you need to ask your doctor for, but they are available. And also judicious supplementation with Isoleucine and Valine.
Okay, definitely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's pretty much all the questions I have for you today, Marcos. We really appreciate it. If everybody give us a round of applause for Marcos, please. Thank you. That's all we have today. Thank you, Marcos.
Thank you.
This is Chiropract-ase, biochemistry in your face.
Damn, look at my dad.